Hello, thanks for stopping by. Please check out my channel if you get a chance. Subscribe and take a look at some of my videos there. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thanks for stopping by. I was waiting till a few people came on board. I wanted to do a quick update for today. So I started editing this morning. Had a slow start. I started editing on a project that I have, an ongoing editing project I have with a client out of New Jersey. He runs an acting school. And for his acting school, after the students complete the basic class, they participate in a long, long version of a short film, different scenes. This one was a therapy scene. And so a bunch of them are playing the character of patients, and they have a doctor, and so they ask questions and they answer the questions, and it's all scripted. And so the actors get a chance to put to use what they learned in the class. And so my job is to make them look as good as possible. So what I do is I go through each scene. It's tedious. I go through the scene because they're new actors, so they do make a lot of mistakes. They forget their lines, and I cut all that out to make them look flawless. So sometimes they get really good scenes where they can use it on their demo reels to try to attract an agent or non-union jobs, student films, so they can build up their resume. Because that's the whole process. As they start, they need to get content of themselves so they can prove that they can do the job. So again, my job is to make sure that they look good, and I cut the scenes together, and I take out the mistakes. Sometimes I have to trim pauses. Sometimes I have to trim ums and ahs and all that kind of stuff. So that's my job as the editor, and that's the basic job of an editor for any project. Your job is to be seamless, so it doesn't seem like the editor is there. So I cut scenes, do L cuts, trim pauses that are too long. Sometimes I add pauses that need to be a little bit longer. So it's a tedious work, and it takes time, and you got to pay real close attention because sometimes they'll get halfway through the scene and then they'll have to start over again, and you'll have to use the new take because hopefully the new take is better. And then sometimes you may have to mix takes if there's a mistake, something that can't be corrected in that full take might have to be taken out and moved around. So it's a bunch of juggling, and it's an interesting project. I've been working on it for a long time, and you'll see some samples of the best ones, the best of the best, here on my website. I'm focusing on, excuse me, not my website, my channel, my YouTube channel. So follow the link to my YouTube channel, and you can see some of these scenes I've edited. Most of the ones I'm putting up there are the humorous ones, and there are a few good dramatic ones, but just to give you an idea, you can take a look at those. I also have some original content on my channel, and a lot of it is humorous. I have some dramatic stuff, but the goal is to continue to make humorous scenes and build up a little network of humor here. I have a couple of stand-up people on my channel also, and they have their own playlists, so you can take a look at that. A bunch of content there. I've been working on it for about 6 months, and I'm making some really good progress. I reached over my first 500 subscribers, and I'm very happy about that, and I want to thank all you guys for helping me out there. If any of you are watching now, and you may want to take a look at some of my work and see if it's something you may want to look at, and if you like it, subscribe. It's helping me move forward to monetization, and I have big plans, big plans. So I'm going to keep going forward and build this YouTube channel up to something that I'm proud of. I've had this YouTube channel for 19 years. And when I first started out, I just used it as a portfolio. I would put my work up there, and when clients would ask me to do other jobs for them, I would send them to the YouTube link so they could see what I had produced in the past. And the great thing about it is I could send them the individual clips, the individual scenes, so that it was related to what they wanted. Sometimes it's funny because clients would ask to see your work. You tell them, I've been shooting video for 30 years, and they see your portfolio and they see tons and tons and tons of work. But then they say, oh, but can you do X, Y, Z? So it's really funny because they may have wanted to see, and this is business stuff. They might want to see a training video about how to operate a drill press in an office in the basement. So something that specific. And then I show them 30 years of work, quality work, obviously, business related, training, educational, motivational, comedy, drama, feature films. And then they say, oh, can you, but oh, that looks good. But can you shoot this mailroom training tape? And I'm like, okay, yes. And then that's what I would use YouTube for. I would have something similar that I had shot in the past. So I would send them their specific clips. Well, thanks for calling. Coming by, stopping by. You found me on this live stream, and I will be back later.